personal opinion, there are no Halls of Fame. Halls of Fame died a long time ago. In other countries, maybe, but here, London, I don't know about up north or whatever, but for me, there are no Halls of Fame. None. You know, Halls of Fame basically turned into somewhere to paint. And that's as simple as that, you know. You know, for me, rocking up to a Hall of Fame, you know, back then, you used to have something about you. You used to be able to go in there and drop a burner. Yeah. And that's all done. That's gone. When people say about Trellick Hall of Fame or this Hall of Fame, it's done.
Okay, so let's we'll break this into, we'll compartmentalise this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into these dynamics. The Hall of Fames are back in the day. Tell me how dangerous they were, and talk to me about what differentiates that level from now to then.
I couldn't tell you how dangerous they were because I wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah, but through stories, you had to have some stature about you. Yeah, so you either used to be, to me, you used to sort of have to be sort of big in the game and you can piece. Yeah, or you were just one of them cats that had stature and no one's gonna kind of really fuck with you, really. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. But again, over time, you know, that changed. And, you know, I said Hall of Fame's just turning somewhere to paint. Anyone can just rock up there, drop a piece, and go over like proper good pieces with really substandard work.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Nothing worse when someone takes out a piece and it's like, what? You've just done a dub?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You know, back in the day, I've seen people get beat up for going over a corner of a piece. Yeah.
Talk to me about that. So what? We're just the side of a...
Just the corner, didn't even look like the border of a piece, a little bit like that. You went over my piece, what? Yeah, corner of it.
Because they don't know you. They don't know you, and you've just
that weren't me.
Oh no,
that weren't me.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's not we operate on this podcast.
You know, it was. You know, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Even stains on drains. I've heard people saying, "Yeah, what you went over my stains? What the?"
Because there's a risk element to it. You can't just be...
I'm telling you, it happens,
all the space in the
It
world.
happens. People went over stains. You know, I mean, you had to do what you had to do, but I've seen people get, you know, violated for going over people's stains.
Really?
Yeah. So walls now, you know, I said people...
Do you think that's still applicable now, though? Like,
No.
on a transportation level?
Not on trains, no.
No.
Because, you know, there ain't no stains on trains.
No.
You know what I mean? But even trackside, the same thing, you know. Legal walls, the same thing. People like... Yeah, they tell you, oh, yeah, it's a legal spot. But funny thing is, right? Someone will go over a piece, a legal spot. Yeah, fuck it, I'm going over it. Just do it. Bam, there you go. The same person would moan about someone going over their piece. You know what I mean? It's like, hold up, you've gone over something fucking wicked, and what? Someone's gone over you with a weak piece, probably weaker than yours, or even better than yours, and you want to have beef with them over that. You know, hold up, what's kind of happening here? You know what I mean? So, there's people who are like, Graf goes in a certain way, man. It really, really does.
No, it's well observed. Well, good observation. I mean, like, and again, we're not alluding to anyone or anything or scenarios. You know, life happens and things play out the way they do. And whenever you're listening and watching this, it bears no relevance to any circumstances. But it's very true what you say, and I think what you're suggesting holds true in that come correct.
Yeah.
In Graf, because over time you're setting a standard, and that standard, particularly in a Hall of Fame, although quote unquote legal, it still needs to be held to the highest level possible.
Hall of Fame. It's called a Hall of Fame for a reason.
Yeah,
and it's about standards, as you said. It's about standards, having certain standards to go there. So when people are rocking up and just doing, you know, to a 20-minute two-colour, I'm not even going to say 20-minute two-colour fade, it's just a 20-minute bosh, you know, and they're out. It drops the level. So all of a sudden, people are rocking up after that and thinking, well, you know what, I'm just going to come in here and smash out something in a half hour. You know what I mean? And then before you know it, there's a load of whack pieces in there, because that's really what it is. You know what I mean? So you've gone from somewhere that there was those top quality pieces to like nothing. It's just a mess.
Got to really think about it. Like if you were to do the world, if the world's end existed, which is a formidable, piece of art history in the Trellick, for instance, to do something over that, you really got to think your production skills. You've really got to really. So if the bar is already high, what do you think the best? Because you were saying about 20, 30 cans. That's you. That's you on a good
normal
day.
day.
Yeah. So, but what standards do you think we need to set to make the best? I mean, we're talking predominantly, the Southeast region because this is where we're at. Comment below, all my Sheffield crew, my Nottingham crew, my Bristol crew, my Brighton crew. Come on, Manchester. But for setting standards as a whole, what do you think? What do you think the best? What planning? What do you think needs to happen?
There are certain writers out there still now they're coming with levels, and their levels are consistently on a good level. But the thing is, it's gone so far now that it's what sort of comes behind them don't really care. Again, it's just about doing a wall. You know what I mean? Where, as I say, I can speak for myself. I'll rock up anywhere I rock up, and I'm representing. I'm representing myself. Whoever else is with me. You know what I mean? But it's about me. 10, 15 years time, you're gonna say, yeah, there's a bat piece. Yeah, that piece was whatever. You know what I mean? Whether it's good, bad, if you liked it, didn't like it, whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm representing me. So I try and keep my levels high. But it's other people come along and say, nah, fuck it, yeah, that wall's this, that, and the other. They won't look at it and say, yeah, that wall's bad. They'll just come up and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going over it. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at. But this has taken time to get here. I'm going to say we let it happen. Graph let it happen. So that's why I say that there's no halls of fame. I'll give you an example, right? I was painting up in Uxbridge. Now, I already had a piece on the wall. I was doing another one with a couple of boys. A couple of guys turned up. Now, I got a piece a bit further along down the wall. Guy came and said, can I go over your piece? Yeah, exactly, bro. I gave him that look like... I just sort of looked at him and I thought, right, let me take it. I'll keep it on the level and just say, listen, bro, if your piece is going to be better than mine, by all means, go over it. I left it at that.
Really?
Yeah, left it at that. If it's going to be better than my piece, go over it. I'm not being greedy because I want two pieces on the wall, but because I've come from that era of, if you're going to do something better,
impress me.
Go over, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go over it. Yeah. But if you're going to drop something whack on my piece, I'm going to be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So that's where...
Sets the bar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go on then, do it.
Crack on.
Yeah. You better be fucking good.
Do your thing.
Come on, pull out his knife and get... Let's go out and get real.
Well, no, I would have probably dogged it in the end.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the mentality.
Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah, it's a legal wall.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, it's just a wall. But you know what I mean? But that's the mentality of people like, just rock up, paint over anything. I've had someone rock up. I've done a piece on a Sundays. I think the Monday, someone's rocked up and done a piece right in the middle of my piece. They didn't even take it all out. Just done it right in the middle. It happens. This is where we are now. It happens, yeah? So I won't complain about that. All I sort of said, I posted up and said, this is what we've come to. This is what we've let Graph get to. And someone commented on there, jumped on there, right? And this was what, last year or the year before this was? Someone jumped on there and commented, said, yeah, you should stop moaning about it, go out and do some illegal stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm not one of them people who just get aggy about stuff. I just brought it back and you check your history, bro. That's what I put. Check your history. Then tell me about, I said, I've done my legal shit all like 30 years ago. Yeah? You know when you come back? I said, yeah, you're safe, bro. I ain't causing no beef with no one. But it's just like, do a little history lesson. But that's what I'm saying. People get into Graph now and think that Graph just started. Graph's been here for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Graph's been there for a while. Tarmac has been laid over the grass when Graph was started. You know what I mean?
And actually, playing devil's advocate, because we like to do that here, a lot of people in the heat of this conversation that we're chatting about, and respectfully so, they'll turn around and say, why even focusing on all the FAMES? Get out there and do something.
Yeah, I've done my bit, man. You know what I mean? I said earlier, I've done my little bit. I threw my little two pennies in there, right? I've done my trains, I've done my track sides, I've done my insides. I've done my bit. I'm too old now. I'm too lazy now. I just about put pen to paper. You know what I mean? So that's for you guys to get out there and do stuff. But
figure it out. Yeah.
Think back. This hasn't just started. It's been here for years. Yeah, there's people out there who've probably been writing before I started. And they're still doing stuff now. Respect to them. But it's sort of like the new generations just think Graff started just before they did, or they started Graff. You know what I mean? And it's not about that, man. You need to sort of just have a look. You don't have to look back far. You don't have to do loads of research, but have a little look at it and think, you know what? Right, these boys have been around for a while.
I think there's some really good stuff going on in the Hall of Fames at the moment. I've got to say, like, big up to Stockwell and everything that's going on.
Places to paint, man.
Yeah. Really? You think so? Even that?
I still think so, yeah.
Really?
So I'm not going to knock anyone, but again, I just still think they're just places to paint. I don't think they're halls of fame.
But do you think that's the like you say, you did say this, it's what we've come to, but with the powers that be and people's general interest in Graff getting bigger, there is a popularity, and where else could people do it? I mean, we're not talking about graffiti writers here. We're talking about spray can art, essentially. It doesn't seem to be anywhere else.
Yeah, you're limited. You're quite limited now, really. You know, the spaces are sort of reduced over time. You know, and obviously East is just like kind of like the main hub now, really, isn't it? So, yeah, again, it's one of those things, you know. But I still think that, you know, there's no halls of fame. There isn't. You know, and I'm not crying out for halls of fame. You know what I mean? Because I said I'll paint. If someone invites me to paint somewhere, I'll paint.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to call it a hall of fame, listen, that's up to you. You know what I mean? It's just another wall to me. You know, and I'll go there, I'll do my thing, I'll go home, put my feet up. You know what I mean? Drink a cup of tea and I'm sweet.
Very interesting, very interesting. Comment below.